In this presentation, we're going to look at the legislative branch and how Congress is organized. It's the first branch of government, written in Article 1 of the Constitution. U.S. Congress is one part of the legislative branch, which consists of 535 members, the House of Representatives and the Senate. Every Congress has special meetings over the course of 2 years. This is called a congressional term. Each meeting is also called a session. Each session begins on January 3rd. This information is incorrect. The main duty is to make laws for the nation. The U.S. House of Representatives consists of 435 members. They fight for the interests of his or her district, and they serve 2-year terms. The House of Representatives is based on the populations of a state that is found by running a census every 10 years. States may gain or lose representatives based on this census. Congressional districts are created in each state to create boundaries to give roughly the same number of constituents or people represented in an area. Gerrymandering is a term that is used to describe the process of creating oddly shaped districts to increase the voting strength of a particular group. Florida, especially in the Northeast, has been accused of this in the past. The U.S. Senate, the upper house, consists of 100 members. Membership is based on 2 delegates per state. They serve 6-year terms. Only a third of the Senate can be up for re-election at one time. It focuses on the state constituents, the people they represent in the whole state. Congressional leadership. In Congress, political parties control each house. The majority party is the party with more than half of the membership. The other is called the minority. Each majority has a majority leader who has the task of pushing party issues on the floor. Assisted by the majority whip, these are the people who help enforce the rules by whipping members into shape. House leadership. The Speaker of the House is the most powerful position. The main task is to steer legislation and keep control of any debates. Also pushes the agenda of the majority party. Senate leadership. The chairperson of the Senate is the President pro tempore. Pro tempore means for the time being. More ceremonial than influential, but is fourth in line for the presidency. Here's a list of different committees that are run by the House of Representatives, the Senate, and then special and joint committees. Congressional committees are like mini legislatures that divide up the work. There's 4 main types. Placement on a committee is determined by majority leadership. Seniority or your years of service dictate who gets on these committees, as well as the leadership positions. Standing committees are permanent committees that continue to work from session to session. The Senate has 16, the House has 19. Select committees are committees created to do a special job for a limited period of time. Homeland Security, Ethics, Indian Affairs are some examples. Joint committees include members from both houses who work together on issues. The 4 joint committees are Economic, Printing, Taxation, and Library. Conference committees help the House and Senate agree on the details of a proposed law. These committees are temporary.